People don't understand, even sometimes we don't understand how heavy of a load is that we are carrying until we put the bags down. Once you put that bag down, that's where you truly gonna realize how much of a weight that's been lifted off of you. All of the baggage that we tried to bring with us that no longer serves us. The more that we continue to keep holding on to that baggage, the harder it is for us going to take those steps forward. We rolling? Oh, my bad, we rolling. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, no matter what time it is when you're seeing this video. It is time, it is time, it is time, and guess what? Y'all should know what time it is. It is time. Oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that for your boy one time. You won't be disappointed. Now let's get to the video. Hi, how are you? What's going on, guys? I hope that y'all having a wonderful start to y'all day so far. Look, we got some stuff that we got to talk about. I got some stuff that's on my heart of hearts, and I want to share some information. I want to share some things. It may be beneficial to you. If it is, go ahead and stay on here. If not, thank you. Y'all have a good day. But my first thing I want to ask you is, like, how are you doing today? How are you? Yes, you. How are you doing today? Mental health and mental awareness is very important. So how are you feeling up here? How's your mental? How's your headspace feeling? How your heart space feeling? How's your intuition? How your gut feeling? How are you doing? Which is going to bring into the message that I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but listen close, okay? We got to leave the things that no longer serve us. 2024 is already gone. We already towards the end of January, getting ready to go into February. And I feel like that it's a lot of us that's still holding on to things, not only things that's happened this month, but there's a lot of things that's being held on to that happened last year and previous years before that. It's a lot that's being held on. And listen to this. You probably in a state of mind thinking like, I'm trying to move forward, I'm trying to progress, I'm trying to make better for my life, but it just feels like that every single time I get like this close, that close, I keep getting this close, I feel like the opportunity is slipping away. What is going on? I feel like I'm doing everything right, but I just get so close. Like I can just see the opportunity, it's within my reach, my grasp. And then it's getting taken away from me. Now I'm back to square one. Gotta think about it. Really, truly think about it. Ask yourself this question. Multiple questions. What is it that I'm still holding on to? What is it that no longer serves me, that's within my space? Meaning, what is in my life that no longer serves its purpose? It already ran its course, but now it's time for me to release it and time for me to let it go. And that could be a handful of things. It could be past relationships that you had that you've been holding on to. It could be possessions that no longer serve you. It could be an older job that no longer serves you. It could be the company that you keep that no longer serves you. That could be relationships, it could be friendships, it could be bonds, it could be mutual acquaintances. You gotta ask yourself those questions. It could also be old religion, old ways, things that we grew up on that no longer aligns with your being, with your soul, your spirit. Just because of the fact that we are here in the 3D, that veil is becoming more and more thinner to where we're seeing shit for what it really is. And what I mean by that is, instead of things being hidden to where you gotta do some digging, some research, like big research, you know what I mean? Like you gotta do some extensive in-depth research. It's getting to the point to where that shit is being non-existent. Things are happening in plain sight. That's what I mean when I said this veil is becoming thinner. This is where 3D and 4D and 5D, they're starting to clash and they're starting to come together, and you're starting to see things for what it really is, meaning that people are showing their intentions. Before, we had to search and we had to sit around, we had to wait to see what a person's true intentions really were when they entered our space and when we entered into their life and when they came to our life. Now things are actually being seen exactly for what it is, and things are happening in an accelerated rate to where you have to make a decision. And piggybacking off of that, you gotta look at the fact of what's going on with politics, what's going on in the world today. Things that people that's around my age, that's in the 30s and up club, if you under that, this is what it used to be like. People would send subliminal messages, but they wouldn't state the true intention on the news. They would be frowned upon and shamed on for trying to say this information, because then it was propaganda. Nowadays, people not really watching the news no more. So they trying to figure out what is another way for us to get our message across to these people. So now they put it in movies, they put it in TV shows, they put it in commercials. Sometimes they even put it in the kids' cartoons. And the kids, when they seen it, even when we were kids, we used to joke around and laugh about it because we thought it was funny. But now when you get into adulthood, it makes sense. They're literally doing these, sending these messages. It's hidden in plain sight. It's just entirely up to you on how you're going to perceive it, how you're going to take it, and how you're going to take it in. That's what I mean when 3D and 4D and 5D, they're clashing. Before, these things were hidden from us. Now it's in plain sight. But either way, that's going to be another video for another time. I just want to give a backstory on that leading up to this. Things that we have had that's happening back in 2024, we gotta let that shit go. There's too many things in the past that's not allowing us to progress. You trying to get yourself into a new relationship. You trying to get that new job opportunity. You trying to find your peace. You trying to find tranquility. You trying to move forward in your life, because not only you trying to move forward. I'm not cutting that out. This is raw and this is real. You trying to move forward not only for your family but for yourself. But you're trying to figure out why all of a sudden that these things are happening, and why it seems like that every single time I'm so close, but yet so far away. Truth be told, it's because of the fact that we still holding on to stuff. You're still holding on to the past that no longer serves you. Pick this analogy out. You in your house. You want a new furniture set. You want a new bedroom set. You cannot try to put in a bedroom set in a space that's already preoccupied. You looking at your house, you see all the clutter. You try to figure out, where am I gonna go with this stuff? I want to put new furniture in here, but I don't have the room. I don't have the space for it. You have to make space. You have to take out things that no longer serve you. You have to take out that old chair that's probably sitting over there in the corner that's collecting dust. You gotta take them things off that shelf that's collecting dust. The only thing that you do is just look at it. Rarely that you take it down around spring cleaning and you put it right back, it accumulates more dust. When it comes down to that couch, that chair, you want to replace these things, but you want to put new things in. You can't put new things in without taking out the old things. And those old things hold sentimental value to it. But we have to remove those things out of our lives and out of our space in order to create new opportunities and create new space. That's the analogy that I like to use. When it comes down to your garage, you want to get that new car in there, but come to find out you still got old boxes. You got things that's just sitting in your garage that's in storage that you have no use for. You don't plan on doing anything. The most that you're going to do is probably pick up those boxes from here and move them over here. That's not doing anything. Not only you're not creating space, you're just moving it from one place to the next. So if you are looking to really make changes, take that analogy. Take that into consideration. So now looking at where we are right now, if you're looking for that new job opportunity, if you're looking for a newfound love when it comes down to relationships, if you're trying to have space for new friends, people that's actually going to be there in your corner, in your space to support you as you support them, You give and you want to receive the same amount of energy. You want to vibe on the same frequency level as other people. And the only way that you can do that, you have to look back deep within yourself and see and ask yourself those questions. What do I truly desire? What do I need to remove from my space? What no longer serves me? Do I still want to continue to keep going through the drama and surrounding myself with drama? Do I want to continue to keep being in this infinite loop of things that's not going to end? It's just going to keep going in circles over and over again until I get tired of it? Or am I just going to be comfortable? We approaching February. We are approaching February. By the time this video come out, we probably already going to be in February. But we approaching February. And the thing about with February, when it comes down to, on a spiritual thing, the planet Uranus, it's been in retrograde for quite some time now. It's been in retrograde for a couple of months. But now it's starting to come out of retrograde because this is for our opportunity for us to grow. And this is going to be raw energy that's coming out. And what I'm saying by this is the fact that I mentioned Uranus, the planet, and I also mentioned February. Because of the fact that with these two combining and conjoining with each other, and the fact that on the 29th, we're going to have this new moon that's going to be coming out. That new moon represents new beginnings. It's coming in as February is coming in. It's a fresh start. And don't think just because it's a fresh start that things are going to change. The only way it's going to change, it's going to be beneficial to those who have made the work and who have done the work to take out things that no longer serves out of their life to make space for newer beginnings. The moon go through phases. We go through phases as well. And with February coming up, and with this with Uranus coming out in retrograde, and with the moon being closer to the sun, this is literally giving you a push. It's trying to push you in the right direction. Just because you think that things are not working out in your favor, everything happens for a reason. If you feel like that things are being brought up to the forefront, there's issues that you put on the back burner that you thought that you resolved, but everything's going to come back in full circle. It's going to be right here in your face. It's going to make you face the facts that, hey, you need to be honest with yourself. You really need to be honest with yourself. What are these things that's in your life that no longer serves you? I need to remove these things. I need to remove through sections A through E. Some have A through B, some have A through Z. It's entirely up to you on how you're going to move, but the way how these planets are shifting with this energy, it's going to change whether you like it or not. It's entirely up to you on how you are going to move with it. No matter what, it's going to push you forward into February. You cannot prevent the inevitable. This is a time to where you can no longer prevent things from trying to happen. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen for you, not against you, but it's entirely up to how you are on your mental, how you are on your heart, and you got to trust your gut and your intuition. You got to trust that your spirit guides, they are here. They ain't lead you astray just because the fact that when you ask your spirit guides for assistance and it's like it's been quiet, yeah, it's quiet because they're going through the space in this time right now to where they need to know that without them being around and being there to guide you, you have to fall back on yourself. You got to believe in yourself. Trust your own intuition. They always here, but they just want to see how you're going to move. They want to see, it's another test. They want to see how you are going to take every opportunity that comes in front of you, how you're going to deal with the stresses, and how you're going to manage it. They just want to see how you're going to move, just to make sure that you are fully capable of taking care of yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in that voice that's inside you right now. Believe that voice that's in your head, in your heart. That inner child of yours that's down there that you probably put down deep in your gut, in your stomach. That's your intuition. Listen to that little person. They will not lead you astray. Between having the inner child of yours, between having your 3 spirit guides, and between having your higher self, they are here to support you. They are here to guide you every step of the way. It's just entirely up to you on how you're going to allow things to flow. You have to live in the now. You have to live in the right here, right now moment. You can't live in the future. You can't live in the past. You gotta live in your present time. So we are approaching February. So my question to you is, are you willing to step forward into February confidently and leaving things that back in 2024 that no longer serves you? Or are you going to continue to keep holding on to those bags? Those 2024, 2023, 2022, all the previous years, the baggage that we are carrying and we holding around that we carrying. We carry this shit on us every single day, and people don't understand. Even sometimes we don't understand how heavy of a load is that we are carrying until we put the bags down. Once you put that bag down, that's when you truly gonna realize how much of a weight that's been lifted off of you. All of the baggage that we tried to bring with us that no longer serves us. The more that we continue to keep holding on to that baggage, the harder it is for us going to take those steps forward. We can still move forward. We can still move, but it's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be tough. But until you actually put those bags down and start emptying out old beliefs, old habits, old relationships, things that no longer serve us, it's going to be tough. Some of us may need to take a couple of things out of our bag to lighten up the load just so we can continue to keep moving forward into 2025 and into February, which is new beginnings. Or some of us need to just take the whole bag and throw that shit in the dumpster. Start over fresh. That's entirely up to you on your inventory on how much baggage, how many things that no longer serve you. It depends on how much you are willing to throw out in order to replace with new beginnings. All right, guys, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. If you made it to the end of it, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and go ahead and share this video to someone that you feel like that needs to hear this message. Okay, guys, I love you. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Deuces. Y'all didn't sit here and watch this whole entire video without hitting that like or that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit one of those for me. I greatly appreciate it. As a matter of fact, go ahead and take a look at the next video right up here on the screen. Like I say, you won't be disappointed. I love you. Take care and see you on the next one. Bye.